It's Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. Will we continue the of low inventory in Bellingham and Whatcom County? What did the first 2 months actually look like in the terms of sales? And where in the world is this market going? So, what do our numbers again look like? Are we beating a dead horse? Okay, here we are. Is it the beating a dead horse of low inventory as we begin the month of March for 2022? And the answer is yes. So let's take a look at the numbers. I've already got them up here for us. You're going to see a very similar trend to the previous videos through January and February. But there's one notable thing I'd like to point out, and that is right here. We saw a little bit of this last week, and that is the number of pendings. So that is key. Again, it comes back to what we talked about last week, that we're getting new inventory, but it is going out in a hurry despite rates slowly creeping up. Okay, there is pent-up demand, and even appraisers are saying they anticipate in our area that prices are going to continue to go up. Maybe not what we've seen in the last year or two, which is good, but the demand is there. The multiple offers are there. Okay, so that's an important number. People are still wanting to list, and the biggest question we are all trying to answer is, I want to sell, but where do I go? So how do we address that question? Stay tuned. I've got some ideas for you. Well, it's official. We are through the first 2 months of 2022, and we are now coming up on the 2-year anniversary of the pandemic and the initial lockdowns. Can you believe it? So it's nice to be what appears to be on the way out of this. So congratulations on that. And let's take a peek at what do January and February, at least preliminary numbers, look like for the first part of the year. How many sales did we have? What do you think? Whatcom County, 315 for the entire county through the first 2 months. Bellingham leads the way with 112 sales. Not surprising there. Ferndale next in at 62. Then we take a look at Blaine and Birch Bay. They're next on the docket at 42. And then rounding out the sales for the first 2 months of 2022, Linden with 28. Really no surprises there. It's what we've been seeing for a while, just no matter what the inventory count looks like, that Bellingham typically leads the way. It's where most people ideally would like to live first and foremost, but because of the number of inventory, because of the pricing, you start to see a little bit of migration out to the areas of Ferndale where there's a ton of new builds going on, Blaine and Birch Bay, and then also Linden. So there you have it, 2022 in the first 2 months. So now the question is, where the heck is this market going, and what does the crystal ball have in store for us? Let's take a peek. So that brings us to point number 3 for this week, and that's where the heck is this market going? And honestly, only time will tell. A lot of people always believe that when rates go up, that prices go down. Unfortunately, that does not appear to be the case. In a recent article, one of our area appraisers actually came out and said that they don't anticipate that either. Is that they are anticipating that prices will continue to go up just because of the demand in our area, but maybe not like it has in the past 2 years, but it's still going to go up despite rates going up. I know many of you want to be able to take advantage of this market. You want to be able to buy that home, but you're like, how the heck do I do it when contingent offers right now are very few and far between? One encouragement I just absolutely encourage you to do is get your ducks in a row. I had 2 dear friends and clients who we had talked about this concept. They kind of brushed underneath the proverbial rug, so to speak, and of all things, twice this week, believe it or not, their dream home came on the market. And unfortunately, we had to scramble, and it just wasn't enough time because you have to have everything dialed. So even if you have an inkling within the next couple months, 6 months, even up to a year, Get together with your real estate professional and your lender and develop a game plan. So if that dream property pops up on the market randomly, you can pivot on a dime. And again, as we've talked about nearly every week this year, is maybe you need to look at opportunities outside of our areas in the form of a short-term or long-term rental or a second home. Those opportunities are available all around the United States. I can get you virtually connected with the best of the best, and we can create a game plan and strategy from there. But until next week, for your Whiteboard Wednesday, my name's Sean Hackney, and I look forward to serving you and answering all your questions.